Annie.
Hi, Claire.
Had a good break?
Oh, I had a great break. It was wonderful. And yours?
Yeah, it's great. Summer is just, a holiday is good.
Wow.
It's
but
pause,
this one was exceptionally good.
It's pause for thought and to think and look around you and relax and read.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I actually read an interesting book, which again, pause for thought, gives you ideas. It's an Irish writer, Dermot Bulger. It's called The Arc of Light.
Nice.
And it's about this real character who basically married into the Protestant gentry in Ireland, the west of Ireland, northwest of Ireland, and at 46 got out of an unhappy marriage, and in fact died when she was 97. So she lived 50 years practically as a nomad on basically living from hand to mouth, going from maybe working in a hostel, but in Tangiers, and you're talking about in the 50s,
Oh, wow.
in Kenya. And she ended up, I think, for the last 30 years living in a caravan. But she was a very interesting character and a very full of tragedy, personal tragedy in her life, and yet had resilience.
Nice.
And it brought me to think about the rat race we're living in now and how people want to get out of the rat race, and before you got out of the rat race because you had either drug or alcohol problems, or you suddenly had absolutely zero income, and it was very difficult to get back on the bandwagon, if you like, again.
Yeah.
And this whole thing of, is it ever too late to change your lifestyle?
Okay, let's explain first what the rat race is, just in case somebody doesn't understand.
Yeah.
No? So the rat race, picture a rat in a wheel running and running and running, and the wheel not going anywhere.
I prefer to picture a hamster.
Well, yes, usually
Like
it's a
rats.
hamster. I know,
Hamster.
yeah. So picture a hamster or a cute little mouse or something.
Yeah.
No, like running in a circle, those little things, the wheels that turn around, but the wheel doesn't actually go anywhere. And that's kind of a symbol of our lives, that we're just kind of like running to work, we're doing everything, and we're not really moving forward.
We're caught up, as they say.
Exactly.
We're caught up in this rat race, and we
Exactly.
never really have time either, because
No.
we're always complaining about time nowadays. We
Exactly.
never have time to jump off that wheel and say, maybe I just want to have a rest, or maybe I want to do something alternative.
Well, that's the thing. When you were talking about your book, I was thinking of a movie called Nomadland.
Oh yes, the Oscar-winning one. Yeah,
It's an excellent movie, and she's an amazing actress. But like, she was forced into a situation where she had to live an alternative lifestyle. But you get to know all these people who are living in a very different way. The people,
and it's a growing group of people. Yes. I was afraid to watch it. Not afraid, but I kind of thought, it's going to be depressing. It's going to be about
but it's
not.
quite uplifting, and obviously there's lots of things that are attractive there, about the life that they're living. But it's kind of ironic in the sense that these are people who are working at Amazon while we're all buying from Amazon.
Yes.
So I don't know. There's lots of implications there. That like, if you want to live an alternative lifestyle, then you maybe also have to be doing the grunt work in a lot of ways, and I don't know. I don't know if that's
but just to get by. But then your aspirations change as well, because your what do you need to survive is completely different than when you're on that wheel in the rat race, and you have mortgages and you have children and you have all these commitments. How could I possibly give up all that? And how could I possibly give up all that when I'm in the height of my career? And
okay, Claire, let's go back to that question you asked me earlier in the program. You asked, is it ever too late to change your lifestyle? And my immediate reaction is a resounding no, of course not.
yeah, but that's very brave. It's very easy to say. As we say, a lot of the time we're forced into changes in our lives that we don't like. Maybe later on we say, oh, that was a really good change. But we don't actually say, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just drop everything I've got, and I'm just going to leave the rat race, and I'm going to set up an alternative lifestyle,
No, and if I think logically, I'm 42, I have 2 kids. Clearly, and my husband, I'm not just going to say, everyone, let's go be nomads. No, but I do think that today people realize that there's little things you can do to maybe step off the rat race for a moment.
Exactly. And never be afraid to try something different. I mean, as you know, I go swimming a lot, and there's an elderly man who swims in the next lane, and the short spaces between going up and down. You might have a quick chat. And to my astonishment, I discovered the other day that he's 92. Now, 92, and I'm telling you, he run rings around anybody in the pool.
Oh my gosh, that's
and
awesome.
Apparently he started swimming when he retired.
Oh, really?
So he has only been swimming for under 30 years. But, again...
He's my hero.
Well, that's it. Me too. But then again, we're talking longevity. People are living longer. So that retirement age means you could have another 30 years.
Yes. So we need to start reinventing ourselves even before we retire, no?
Yeah, earlier. Yeah, I think why not?
So you get in the mode of
Doing
knowing
things different.
Yeah.
Trying different
Trying
things.
new things. Learning new things.
Yeah.
I like that. That's what we're going to do this year.
That's what we're going to do. We're going to reinvent ourselves and try new things.
There we go. Okay.
So next time you'll tell me about your list and I'll tell you about mine.
Got it. See you next month.
Okay, see you next month. Bye.
Bye.